We're on our way to meet a man at an asylum seeker's home somewhere in eastern Germany. We'll call him Fatih. He wants to stay anonymous to protect his relatives in Turkey, where he was a teacher of religion and a functionary in the Gülen movement. In danger of being arrested, he and his family fled to Germany. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan was once an ally. Now he persecutes members of the Gülen movement as if they were terrorists.
I voted for him too. I have nothing to hide there. The split between them and us came after several statements from the government. But we strictly reject violence. We've always wanted to convince people through dialogue.
The Turkish government sees things differently. It blames supporters of the Muslim preacher Fethullah Gülen for the attempted coup 2 years ago, and it's demanding Germany hand over those who reside here. One of the masterminds behind the coup, the Imam Adil Öksüz, is said to be hiding out in this Berlin apartment building. He's suspected of having commanded Gülen loyalist officers during the night of the coup, on orders of the movement.
I might have seen him before.
He's supposed to be hiding here, hardly ever going out.
But it's a long time ago.
In the past 2 years.
I only saw him once.
The Gülen movement denies any involvement in political violence. The movement represents itself in Germany as being focused on dialogue and education. It runs 30 schools, such as this private high school in Berlin's Spandau district. It also wants to build several children's daycare centers in the German capital. But a former member of the movement has given an anonymous TV interview in which he describes the group as a cult with secret parallel structures.
It's dangerous because it projects an outward image that has nothing to do with reality. It isn't the managing board that has the power, but the imams. These imams come from Turkey, and they're brought to Germany under various pretenses.
Several thousand Gülen supporters have fled to Germany from Turkey in the past 2 years. They're welcomed by their fellow believers in Germany, like here in Berlin. The organization has its own refugee initiative where people like Fatih, the asylum seeker in eastern Germany, can get help looking for work and accommodation. Fatih's counselor told him he has no need to worry about being granted asylum.
90% of the decisions are made in favor of the applicants. That's a very good number, I think.
The Gülen movement has responded to accusations of wanting to gradually make Germany a Muslim country with events like this, so-called Culture Olympics. Pupils from Gülen-supported schools around the world meet to advocate for peaceful coexistence.
Our movement is based on the values that we have. Those are, for instance, the compatibility of religion and modern life, of religion and democracy, and of a modern understanding of Islam.
But experts are doubtful that's truly the case. They say Fethullah Gülen has never been a reformist theologian, and that dialogue with non-believers is simply a means to an end.
It is the case that dialogue is merely an instrument to expand the sphere of influence of a conservative form of Islam that is oriented along Sharia law. We should not pay attention to how they represent themselves publicly, but to look at the whole picture. And that contains an Islamic vision for society here in the West.
Yet not even the churches in Germany fear contact with the Gülen movement. For the planned House of One in Berlin, where the 3 major monotheistic religions are to have a place to pray together, the Protestant Church has partnered with representatives of the Gülen movement. And the Catholic Hada publishing house has been publishing books by Gülen and his followers for years. Which is one reason why Fatih, the asylum seeker, is happy to be here.
I owe the German government a lot of gratitude. Now I would like to become integrated as quickly as I can, and if possible, work as a teacher again.
The Gülen movement's influence in Germany is growing, bolstered by those on the run from persecution in Turkey.